Well, he's got to take me down, which has happened plenty of times in the past, but I'm probably a little bit harder to take down than some of the other guys he's fought because of my wrestling background. But when you're out there boxing, you're kind of a little bit more vulnerable to get taken down. So he just needs to take me down there, and that's going to be his difficulty, I think.
You've been in the Olympics twice. Do you think that experience helps you a lot?
Absolutely. But not just the Olympics. I've been wrestling since I was 5 years old, competing, and just that whole lifelong experience of wrestling kind of helps you out, calms your nerves. I'm used to a lot of spectators and things like that. So I think that I'm able to relax a little bit more, and that's important when you're out there fighting. I'm kind of new to the sport, I guess, but when it first started, I think that there was a lot less skill involved. A lot of wrestlers would come out and just use their wrestling. A lot of boxers just trying to box, and now it's kind of developed into its own sport where you need to be cross-trained. And you need to have the knowledge of pretty much a mixed martial arts type sport, and I'm not really a wrestler coming out here. It's its own sport, so I think that it's changed a lot, and it's gotten a lot tougher, a lot more competitive.
Any secret tactics you're thinking of?
It's secret.
A secret? You can't let us know at all?
I can't reveal.
I was just interviewing him, and he said he's going to try to make you stand up. What do you think about that?
We're going to be dancing around there.
What about within the Gracie family? Is there anyone you want to fight?
Oh, my daughter. She can put a beating on me every time, and she can take whatever she wants from me without, I cannot even argue with her. I choked her first boyfriend because nobody told me about it. It just caught me by surprise. So I get in the house, I saw someone watching TV in my house, and I asked my wife, who's that one? Who's this guy in the living room? She goes, oh, it's just a friend from school. And my nanny goes, no, it's her boyfriend. So it's a friend, boyfriend. I lost my temper, I went there and choked him.
There's always a bit of a rivalry, boss, when you've got an American wrestler in the ring with a Brazilian jiu-jitsu guy.
Yeah. I know what you're talking about.
And there he is, Dan Henderson. He's from Huntington Beach, California. 5'11", right around 190 pounds. A lot of people give Renzo respect because he gets in there against the best fighters.
Oh, yeah. And he doesn't turn anybody down. He's there to fight, and he wants to show everybody that he just wants to fight. Look at the weight difference now.
Yeah, I believe it's got to be at least 10 pounds.
20 pounds.
He's fought Kazushi Sakuraba, he lost. He fought Tyoshi Tamura in rings. He lost that fight. But he's won his share too, and here he is. He's going to go to get back in the winner's circle, coming off 2 straight losses. Dan Henderson coming off a loss to Vanderlei Silva in the last fight. It was a decision. Low kick there. Henderson throwing that right hand. Look at that sprawl.
Beautiful sprawl. I think it's going to be a problem for Renzo to take Henderson down because he's a phenomenal wrestler.
But you can just see in the body language that Renzo... Oh, good right hand by Renzo. Renzo likes to fight.
Left hand.
Renzo's boxing here. Renzo shooting on Dan again. Renzo does... Oh, we got the new rules now. The person in top control can knee the person facing down on all fours.
Yep. I think it's a good rule. You see, Renzo wants to fight on the ground, and Henderson gets up, which is very smart.
Yeah, you know, Henderson has got a real sneaky, kind of unorthodox right hand, but it put Vanderlei Silva on the deck. And Dan Henderson can take a punch too, but they're trading here.
This is going to be a fight. Who's going to have the most stamina?
Henderson landing the knees there, standing back up, knee to the head there.
Nearly. He just missed a hair.
It seems like Renzo Gracie is getting the worst of those punching and kicking exchanges, although that did land. Oh, he's knocked out. Renzo Gracie has been knocked out. I'm not sure if it was from the shoot. Was it a knee to the head? Let's find out.
I don't know. It was like he was sprawling
and he
pushed his head on the ground. He hit his head on the ground. I think that was the thing that knocked him out. It looked to me like that. Let's see it in the rerun. Oh my God.
Okay, it's 1 minute 40 seconds.
Jesus Christ, we got it in a total of like 6 minutes. We have 4 fights, and the complete total fighting time is like 6 minutes.
He's okay, there he is. He's fine. Looks like he's going to have a little bit of an Excedrin headache there, and that's not a plug for the product either. Renzo Gracie has been knocked out in 1 minute 40 seconds in the first round. Dan Henderson back in the winner's circle.
Oh, yeah. And he had only 1 loss. All the rest of his fights he won.
And that loss was to Vanderlei Silva, who's definitely one of the most dangerous fighters in the middleweight division.
Oh, yeah.
No question. Dan took a lot of shots in that fight. He didn't take many in that, and he was getting the better of the exchanges.
You see, Renzo is asking around what happened. I think he hit his head on the floor when Henderson sprawled. And with the hip movement of Henderson, maybe he helped it extra to pound his head into the ground.
We're waiting for a replay here.
I really want to see it.
And here we go. Renzo shoots, and it looks like there was
the right hand already.
It was a right hand. Was it right uppercut? Oh,
yeah, it was a right hand uppercut. Yeah.
And Henderson knows he's knocked out. He didn't want to deliver more blows than necessary. It looked like a right hand, a right uppercut. It's right there. Oh, it was a right uppercut right on the chin.
It was right on it.
Right on the side of the jaw, under the ear. And then he cracks again and went with the right and the left to finish the job. But Renzo's out. He knows. Dan doesn't want to hurt him.
No, Dan's true gentleman.
These guys don't want to hurt each other. And here it is again. He shoots, and it caught him right on the side of the jaw, under the ear. A one-punch knockout there for Dan Henderson. A right hook. Dan Henderson back in the winner's circle. His team is happy about that. He's got the great Randy Couture in his team. 2 great champions there. Dan Henderson, real happy about that victory. I guess wrestling conquered jiu-jitsu tonight.
Yeah, but you know, it's always like Coleman does right now. He's got good hands and wrestling. The combination of wrestling, being a good wrestler with good hands, it's a deadly combination.
It really is, because if you can't take a man down and you can't beat him in boxing, you're in a bad situation.